real side of things, y'all gonna trip out because you don't hear nobody hardly talking about this in your little organized services. You get it right here from Word Life One, the real deal and the raw and the real right here. But check this out. I want to come out on in Matthew chapter 11. All right, that's where I'm coming from. And John the Baptist is in prison. Now, how many know ain't too many people gonna fare well in jail? We all know about that. You know, you might have a couple loved ones in the pen right now. Ain't nobody got no money on the book, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? They don't think nobody love them. I can tell you from my own experience, I got a younger brother. He in prison right now, serving a bed. And I absolutely know how he feels. But if you ever get a hold to one of these videos, or this one, bro, I love you, hold your head. But check it out. Jesus is going to address some of John's disciples here. And in Matthew chapter 11, I'm going to start at verse 1, and I'm going to go all the way down to verse 6. Now check it. After Jesus had finished instructing his 12 disciples, he went on from there to teach and preach in the towns of Galilee. When John heard in prison what Christ was doing, he sent his disciples to ask him, "Are you the one who was to come, or should we expect someone else?" Check it out. Jesus replied, Yeshua replied, the Christ replied, "Go back and report to John what you hear and see. The blind receive sight, the lame walk, those who have leprosy are cured, the deaf hear, the dead are raised. And the good news is preached." Watch this. Watch who we talking to. "And the good news is preached to the poor." Verse 6. Blessed, anointed, empowered. Okay? Dig it. Blessed is the man who does not fall away on account of me. Now John had a beef. He was like, is he the one or what? I'm finna take you to, I'm dead on the street. I'm finna get real hood with you. Check it out. John the Baptist was like, is he the one or what? Is he the man? Who he is? I'm in jail. He gonna come or what? Is he the one? Is he the one or what? All right, if you go back and look at, all right, check it out. If you flip back in your pages in the word, you'll see John the Baptist baptized Jesus the Christ, Yeshua the Christ. And he said, when he witnessed it, he seen the Holy Spirit descend on him like that of a dove. The man knew who he was. All right? He knew from the jump. He knew from the giddy up who the Christ was. Matter of fact, he had caught so much beef from the Pharisees and all the other little scribes and teachers. They thought he was the one. But John knew who he was. So he was offended because his situation had caused him to be in a melee in his heart. And like I tell people, don't forsake your help, man. Don't forsake your help. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. It ain't fair. It ain't gonna work. And I'm telling you now, you're gonna reap poor results. But on top of that, though, the love who is telling his disciples that this is what's happening, y'all. The gospel is, you know what I'm saying, without a shadow of a doubt, bringing miracle after miracle. You tell John, don't be offended by don't be offended by what's happening. And most of all, don't fall away on account of you thinking that I'm not doing what needs to be done, and that I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten, but I'm on a mission here. You need to have faith and walk in a love that you know that is going to secure you. But it got deep. And I know y'all church people, man. I know some of y'all church folk like, man, what is he talking about? Well, guess what? I'm going to show you what happens when you get offended in love. Because love not only will tell the truth, but it'll rebuke in a lot of ways too. At the same time, as it offends and as it rebukes, it always keeps forward the truth. No matter who the vessel is, the truth will be and is expressed. But check this out. Go to Matthew 14. I want y'all to check this out right here. I'm gonna break this down, man. Like I'm gonna break this down. I'm finna crush the rocks right now. Check it out. I want y'all to go to I want y'all to go to Matthew 14. And check this out right here. I'm gonna start at chapter 14, verses 1 through 12. At the time Herod the Tetrarch heard the reports about Jesus, Yeshua, and he said to his attendants, "This is John the Baptist. He has risen from the dead." See, they thought he was something else. They thought it was something else, man. They thought it was something else, but that ain't what it is. He said, "That is why miraculous powers are at work in him." Now Herod had arrested John and bound him and put him in prison because of Herodias, his brother Philip's wife. For John had been saying to him, "It is not lawful for you to have her." Herod wanted to kill John, but he was afraid of the people because they considered him a prophet. Now check this out. This is why he wanted to kill him. On Herod's birthday, the daughter of Herodias danced for them and pleased Herod so much that he promised with an oath to give her whatever she asked. Prompted by her mother, she said, "Give me here on a platter the head of John the Baptist." The king was distressed, but because of his oaths and his dinner guests, he ordered that her request be granted and had John beheaded in prison. His head was brought in on a platter and given to the girl, who carried it to her mother. John's disciples came and took his body and buried it. Then they went and told Jesus, Yeshua. Now here's what's happening. That man told him the truth. He said, you can't lay up with this woman. You can't do that, man. That's unlawful. You can't do that. A blood relative to another blood relative's wife or husband or wife to husband, and y'all close relatives, that was a Levitical law. That was a Mosaic law. You should not lay up with your closest of kin or married closest of kin. That was in the law. That was in the first set of laws that Moses had brought down until he cracked them up, and then they had to come up with another set. But then later on in the 10, thou shalt not covet, and so on and so forth. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou. There it is again. All right, so dig this. And it goes on to say that you can't have her. He made it plain and simple. And then at Herod's birthday, the daughter of Herodias, the daughter, of Herodias, she danced for them. Please, twerking that thing. Nowadays we call it twerking. Back in my day, we used to call it booty shaking. Dig it? We used to call it, now they say they twerking. This girl was dancing seductively in front of, this particular ruler who had already had lust in him. And he had already, and he told her, he said, "Look here, I'll give you whatever you want. Baby girl, I'll give you whatever you want. Whatever you want. If you just go on ahead and just be with me. So we can do that thing. So we can go on ahead and mix it up. Can you dig it?" And you know what? She said, "All right, here's what you do. I want John the Baptist's head on a platter." And John had already told him, "Look, you can't be with her." And then now, since, he had went back on that idea to say, "Well, hey, I got to have this little girl. I'm willing to do that." And the enemy is there all along in the conjuring of this. The energy of evil is in the midst. And so here it is. John's head, guillotine, yacked off, and given to given to this young girl on a platter. That's some ill stuff there, boy. That's some ill stuff right there. All because of offense. That's how it went down. All because of offense. When you are offended, and your heart is cold, baby, and all the things around you, man, ain't looking grim. I mean, you just going off on everything up under the sun, man. That's why love without offense. And we can go to another scenario with Paul and Silas. You know what I'm saying? They in prison, they locked down, they started singing and praising the Lord, man. And they got and they got with the business too. Yeah, offense. How many of y'all walking in it right now? How many of y'all out there walking in it right now? How many all of y'all out there, you know, whether you Hebrew, Christian, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Church world, are you walking in offense? Who you mad at? Who got mad at you? Hebrew Israelite. Hey, children of Israel, I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to us, children of Israel. I'm talking to us right now. Can you dig it? I'm talking to us right now, Hebrew Israelites. This is our foundation right here, man. Tribe of Judah. This is our foundation right here. The love walk. We shouldn't walk in offense. We need to walk with this armor of love. It is not a war. My man Willie Freeman said it best. God bless you, brother. He said it best. This is not a war of politics. This is not a war of doctrine. This is a war of spirits. And the Most High Spirit, I know I got the Most High Spirit dwelling in me. I ain't got to brag or boast. If I'm going to brag or boast in anything, I'm going to boast in the higher, man. I'm going to boast in the Most High. On this Sabbath right here, I'm going to boast in Him. Not on myself, because I'm the least of these, man. I tell the truth. I walk in truth. I do it because I love my people. Of all walks of life, man. I don't care where you at right now in your life, man. Salvation is waiting, man. But you got to understand that if your heart is not connected to this, you're not going to understand it. And you're going to throw it out the window just like everything else, man. But love without offense, people. Don't let nobody offend you. Check it out, I'm in your face. Don't let nobody offend you. Don't let nobody get up under your skin, man. Get in the Most High. Get the Most High involved. Put Him front and center in the midst of that opposition. I guarantee you, man, you're going to walk out feeling powerful, man. You're going to walk out feeling invincible. That's the real victory here. This is the foundational. This is the foundation, baby. The love walk. Love walk 10. Your man right here, the giant killer, D.L. Smith. Word Life Movement. Wherever. Check it out, man. This thing gonna go as far as it need to go, man. I'm out, man. Shalom. Barakim. Barakatah.